Chiefs of ASEAN Navies, Defense Attaché, Senior Officers, ladies and gentlemen. Let me begin by wishing you Selamat Datang and a warm welcome to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and to the 10th ASEAN Navy Chief Meeting, or ANCM 2016. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for the continued support and commitments in making ANCM an important event in our calendar. It augurs well with the ASEAN spirit of solidarity. After a decade of cooperation based on the spirit of ASEAN, let us reflect on the purpose of ANCM and its objectives for us to evaluate and measure our collective achievement thus far. The establishment of ANCM is aimed to promote confidence building among ASEAN navies through dialogue, exchange, experience sharing, and transparency. I'm happy to note that over the years of ANCM interactions, it has progressed well and developed through various forms and level of engagement and participation. The Kuala Lumpur Declaration on ASEAN 2025, Forging Ahead Together, especially the ASEAN Political Security Community Blueprint 2025, at the 27th ASEAN Summit in Kuala Lumpur last year, has provided practical direction for defense capacity building and cooperation between and amongst the ASEAN member states in responding to existing and future challenges, including non-traditional security issues, particularly transnational crime, transboundary challenges, and also terrorism. Across all activities that we have had, the ANCM has certainly laid an important foundation for us to continue and enhance practical cooperative activities among ASEAN navies, contribute to the maintenance of peace, stability, and prosperous development in the region, as well as successfully build up the ASEAN political security community. Indeed, the ANCM framework has contributed to capacity building for ASEAN navies to deal effectively with regional common security challenges, as well as responding to emergency situations in an effective and timely manner. Ladies and gentlemen, the threat to maritime security are dynamic, complex, and transnational in nature. Two incidents involving Malaysian registered tankers last year and the occurrence of several incidents involving Indonesian, Malaysian, and Philippine nationals in the recent months attest to the need to continuously improve regional cooperation and coordination. Since the last ANCM in Myanmar, a new initiative involving Malaysia, Indonesia, and the Philippines to overcome the threat present in the vicinity of the Sulu Seas has been agreed upon at ministerial level and was signed on the 14th of July in Jakarta. This followed by a trilateral Minister of Defense meeting on the 2nd of August to consolidate the mechanism for the conduct of coordinated patrol. Even though the initiative was not being discussed in Myanmar, it was established due to the current situation, adopting the Malacca Straits patrol modality as a guide. The speed of action shown was truly unprecedented, especially the pace this initiative was conceptualized, discussed, and agreed upon. The navies of these three nations will now be in the front line, together with relevant agencies and stakeholders, working out the technical details to operationalize the Sulu Sea Patrol Initiative. I'm pleased to inform you that the recent joint working group meeting held here on the 17th and 18th of August successfully deliberated and discussed the pragmatic measures and necessary work plan to realize the SSP. This is a classic example of how our proactiveness in ASEAN community, especially the Navy, it demonstrates how we are always ready to help each other and working together in addressing challenges especially in the areas of maritime security, which is very much the concern of our navies. These abilities are our advantage, using naval diplomacy to strengthen our brotherhood and continue to build confidence and trust amongst the naval community. The seas that separate some of our nations are in fact bridges of friendship, which must not only be strong and robust, but more importantly, it must be maintained and reinforced. The theme for the 10th ANCM, which is Enhancing Operational Interoperability, was selected with the objective of ASEAN navies to consolidate all the proposals which were discussed and raised in the previous ANCM. It is the right time for ASEAN navies to take another step forward by enhancing all the agreed agendas, ideas, as well as proposals. In order for us to be effective together, we need to be able to operate together, especially in our operations at sea. I foresee that this trend will increase both in scope and frequency. Ladies and gentlemen, I would also like to draw our attention on what has been the subject most talked about of late, with the emergence of Daesh, or Islamic State, or IS terrorism, and its growing influence and linkages across the globe. ASEAN is definitely not exempted from this threat, which is real and requires our immediate and focused attention, especially when the maritime domain provides easy access to transboundary criminals. However, we should not equate the danger of radicalization and extremism to Islam per se, or more rightly, let our perception be influenced by the ever-growing Islamophobia that paints the religion to be the root cause of terrorism. The bombing in the Middle East, Europe, and elsewhere are being perpetrated by a new generation of terrorists who have been found to be not religious extremists who became radicals, but rather radicals who became religious extremists. The difference is crucial. It is found that those who involved in the European bombings weren't religiously inclined, but more influenced by the life of crime, drugs, and then, it seems, in prison or after their path to jihad began. They paint a picture of a new kind of terrorist, one who is less drawn into terrorism through religion, but rather who has chosen the path of terror as the ultimate act of rebellion against the modern world, and who find ideology that can justify his or her desire. As such, we in ASEAN should strive to differentiate those radicals from many peace-loving true Muslims within the region. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Royal Malaysian Navy and Government of Malaysia, I would like to take this opportunity to record our sincere appreciation to everyone present here for your continued support and participation in the 10th ASEAN Navy Chief Meeting. I hope that you will enjoy our Malaysian hospitality and have a comfortable stay. And also, I would like to take the opportunity also to thank Yang Berhormat, the Deputy Defence Minister, Datuk Seri Johari Baharum, for his presence for this morning to officiate our event for this morning. May God provide guidance in the conduct of our meeting and bless everyone here in good health. Thank you.